Okay. So now what we will do, we are going to discuss about the card operations. Card operations means, so yesterday, like in the previous video, we are able to add a new. Here, we can add anything. We have done the validations using the formic. So once you enter the data, here all the errors will go away automatically, and you can click on save. So currently you are getting only the print message. Okay. So now what we want to do, we want to add this data to this array. So whatever the array it is here, right? We want to add it. Suppose if I'm clicking add here, and automatically it should be. And second thing is, whenever we are clicking delete, this element should be removed. Let us try to do this one. Okay. These operations we'll call it as a card. C means create, U means update, R means retrieve. Retrieve means displaying this list. D means delete. So we'll write a CRUD operations or card operations. Both are same. So let us try to do one by one. First, so here what we have done is in this component, if you see the employee component, first let us see the employee component and we'll understand. So first we are writing here one employees. So this is the employees. It is an array. So that is the reason it is loading as a array in the table. Okay. So next thing is we are loading one loader. Whenever in the by default first time, it will load the spinner. Suppose whenever you are reloading, see loading employees, then it is going. That is okay. Now we are loading our data using the fetch method, and we are saving that data to the employees. It is displaying here. And if you see in the first line, we are writing one tag called employment form. So this is the form is responsible for this one. But whenever we are opening this page, by default, this is coming like this. Okay, this is not looking good. So what we all do, we will hide this. We don't want to show by default. So instead of here in the right side, we'll add one button. That is nothing but a add employee. So whenever we are clicking add employee, we are going to display this. Okay, let us try to do stuff. So if you want to hide this one based on the condition, then we have to go for a conditional statement. Either you can go for a ternary condition or you can go for a double and. So if you want to show based on the condition, I will say show employee form. So that is one variable. If that is a true, we will show this. If that is a false, we will hide it. Okay. So that is a logic. So whenever we are going to add a button click, we will make it true. By default, we will make it false. And whenever you're clicking button, we will make it true. And whenever you're clicking cancel, we'll turn off it. So this is what we will do it. Let us try to do. Okay. So first, so let us create one state variable for the controlling the form. So let us write a display emp form, and you can write a set display useState is equal to false. By default, we don't want to show this one. So let us use this one display. So let us copy here. So which component we want to show it dynamically? This component. So let us try to do like this. So I can write a JSX expression here. So inside the JSX expression, I will say display form and double and. Either we can go for double and or we can go for a other one also. Let me cut here and add it. So this is what. So what is this meaning? Whenever this variable is true, this will display. Otherwise, it will not display. Let us save it and reload the page again. So there is no page at all now. This is what we want. Okay. Now we want to add a button, and whenever we are clicking that button, we want to show that form. Okay. Let us add one button in the header. So here this is an header. You can add one span. Okay. So I want to add a add employee, add EMP. Okay. So inside this span, I can write a button, add EMP. Okay. And you can make this a class is equal to float hyphen end, and let us see here. So this add employee, and I want to make it as a normal button. Let us try to have it. So you can write btn hyphen outline hyphen primary. So because this is a primary, and let us try to do this. So I'm writing for the span. I'm going to add it for the button instead of this one. I'm going to add for the my button. Right. So let me remove here and save it. Okay. So this is it. So and you can give some margin to the right side so that you can display. So let us give some margin right. MR hyphen, like we can go for ME hyphen 2 something. Okay. So now we have this button. Now whenever we are clicking this button, our target is we want to make that boolean variable to true. If that is a true, our form automatically will come. Okay. So let us write one event handling for this button. Let us write one event handling here. I have written span, right? You no need to write a span. You arrange your item anyhow you want. Either you can write the direct for button itself, you can write it. Okay, no problem. So let us write a click event here. How to handle the click event? On click is equal to. So now what we want to? We want to turn like we want to set that value to true. So here I can set in a something like this. I can say it like, okay, S6 expression, or I can write a normal function also. Let us go for a normal function and we'll come for the S6 letter. Okay. Okay. So let's go for a function, add employee. I'll say set display form is equal to true something. So whenever we are calling this set display true, automatically form will be displayed. File, save all. Okay. So let us click here. So automatically form is coming. Okay. And whenever we are clicking this cancel, we want to close this form. Okay. This is what we want. Let's go to where is that that code is available inside the child. Let's go to child here. What is the button here? So you are writing a button, right? I'll say type is equal to btn button. So now this is a button. Okay. Now whenever we are clicking cancel, now what we want to do, we want to close the form. But closing the form, like suppose if you see the variable, this code is available in the child, but this button code is available in the parent. You want to inform to your parent, hey parent, in child I am clicking the cancel button. Now we want to propagate one data from the child to parent. So how can we pass some data from child to parent using the props only? Okay. So whenever it is required, we need to apply our knowledge. Now you need to think, okay, in this scenario, I need to pass my, okay, I am clicking the child, something like this. So that is the reason I am going to my here, and here I am writing like a on cancel click. You can write any name. Okay. On cancel click. Okay. So this variable, and whenever I'm going to write a click event here on the cancel, I'm going to write on click is equal to cancel click. You can write any name here, no problem. Okay. Yes. Now I'll go to my parent. Whenever a child is having any property, parent should send some property for that one, right? That is the reason. So if you click open here, what is my property name here? On cancel click. Copy the same name, go to your parent and write it here. On cancel click is equal to something like this. So this is your child property name, but right side you should write some code, right? That is the reason here I'm going to write another function. Here I'm writing one function, right? So below that, I'm going to write another function. Function on cancel click is equal something like this. Okay. So and inside the code, what I'm trying to do here, set employee form is equal to false. So and this code again, I will go and give it here. Okay. So in the right side code, left side name, both are same. It can be same or different also, no problem. The only point you need to remember is the left side, whatever the attribute you are giving, this is your child property name. Okay. How can you know? Go to open your child form. What is the code you have written? Same copy and paste it here in the left side. And the right side, whatever the method name you are declaring in your parent component, that name you should give it. Okay. So let us file, save all. So let us try to display it. Okay. So let us reload it here and add employee, click on cancel. Okay. So I'm going to add employee, form is displayed. So, and I will type something and I don't want to save it. I'll cancel. So automatically hiding it. This is okay. Perfectly. Okay. So what is the concept here? We are applying it child to parent. Okay. Now that is okay. Now the next thing is whenever I'm clicking, I will enter all the data. I will enter the name is equal to Ram and bank account number is equal to 1234 and PAN number is PBL ABCD. Okay, something like this. And whenever I'm clicking save, now this time we are printing alert, right? We don't want to print any alert now from now on. I want to save the data and add that data to the array. So this is an array only, right? If you want to add any element to the array, what is the method? If you want to add in the last, push method. If you want to add in the first, unshift method. Okay, or shift method. Shift is for removing, unshift is for adding it. You want to remove any method, any element, you can use a pop or splice or shift methods. Okay, so we don't want to print this one. Now we want to get that value and store into our array. Let us try to do this step. Where we are printing this data? Let us go to child. If you go to your child, there is a method called on submit. Okay, inside the on submit, we are calling this data, right? We are printing like this. We don't want to print like this. Now I want to pass this data also to my parent. Okay, my parent will print. Let us, if you want to print it, let it print, or if you want to add to any array, let it add it. That is okay. Okay, now we want to pass this data to my parent. So how to pass data from parent to again child to parent? Again through the props only. Okay, here I am going to say on save employee. You can say, you can write any name, no problem. Okay, so on save employee. Okay, so this is the property I'm going to. Okay, so and here in the alert property, I'm printing alert, right? I'm going to comment out. I don't want to write it. I will say on save employee. And what is my data here available inside the values? So I am passing this value. Okay, but in the parent, I am not passing any data for that method, then it will not work out. That is the reason, again I will come here. Okay, what is the method I am using in my child? Open it here and see what is the property on save apply. Okay, so I have written same, and I will write a is equal to, then I am going to write like this. Okay, so now the right side function, I should write it, right? So that is the reason I have to declare one more function. Let's go and write a one more function on save employee, and we'll say, you can write any name, no problem. This is an employee object, so that is the reason I will say employee model. Any name you can keep it. Okay, yes. And here now we got the data. First let us print this data in the alert or any form. Later we'll add it, because alert JSON not stringify. Okay, let us give the same name in the right side also. So now in this step, what we have done is, whenever we are clicking in the child, in child we are calling the, in the submit, in the save in submit method, we are calling the parent class method. And in the parent, what we have done, we are writing one alert. So if the alert is coming now, that means the data is coming from where? From the parent. Okay, let us try to 1, 2, 3, 4, save. This time also alert is coming, right? That means our data is able to pass to child to parent. That is okay. Now the last step, what we want to do, we want to add our data to here. That is what our last step. Let us go and add our last step. So go to your parent. Here you are writing alert, right? So remove it. If you want to add any element to the array, how can you add it? We can write like a push. If you are writing a push, it will not work out, because React need to understand, right? There is one element is changed, it need to understand. That is the reason I will say, so what is my setter method name for array? Set employees. I will call like this. I'll go here. I will say set employees. Okay. So, and the set employees, uh, the set employees, we are writing one array. This is what, okay. And we don't want to do like, let us go with the one uh, ES6 function. Okay, we will do it multiple ways. But the first way I will prefer is some ES6 function. So it is this set employees will take one ES6 function, and this will take one argument. This argument is nothing but whatever the values are available in the current state. That is nothing but this value. You can write any name, no problem, A, B also. But instead of writing A, B, we'll say previous models. Because whatever the state it is there, that is nothing but a previous models. Now, this method should return an array. Okay, this method should return a new array. Okay, so that is the reason. If you want to copy any array, what is the method I can use it? Slice. If you want to copy any array, you can use a slice. Then you can write a push method. What is the method? I'll this one. Okay, and let me. So whatever you have written this new copy, let us store into one variable. Okay, new ARR. So here this meaning is whatever the array is there, we are cloning it. Cloning means we are creating a new copy. Okay. So this new copy, inside the new copy, please add this one push. Okay. And this method should return a new array. That's all. So here we are writing a set method. Inside the set method, we are first line we are copying the array, existing array, and second line we are adding our element to that. Okay, and third one we are returning it. So automatically our state also will reflect it here. So let us see this time. So currently we have a 10 items here in the bottom. Okay. So let us try to add the something RAM. Okay. Bank account number 1234. Okay. And PAN number 1234. And click on save. Okay. See in the bottom. See in the bottom. So name. So there is 11th item is there, right? Okay. And name it is empty and the bank is empty, but PAN number is there. Okay. So there might be the problem. The most of the time the problem is property names. Whatever the property name we are using in the child, in the property there might be some small differences. Okay. To fix this one, we can do it easily. No problem. Let us try to first let us print the console dot log of employee model. Let us try to do it again. Okay. I'll say RAM 123 and 1234. Let's click the inspect. Okay. So in the inspect, you can verify always your data is coming or not. Okay. So what is the name property? RAM. What is the bank number? 123. Okay. This is okay, right? But please let us have a copy here. But if you open your parent code in the table, okay, this is our table, right? What is the property name I am having in my parent? EMP name. But in the console, what is the property I am getting it? Name. There is a difference in the object property, right? That is the reason we are getting a empty. Now I have to fix this data. That is the reason what I'm going to do. Whatever the name I am using here, I will copy here and I will go to my form. So here I'm using name, right? So I'm going to change it here. And same thing, validation also I'm using name, right? I'm going to change it. And one more place also. So here and here in the error name also. So that I have fixed the name part. And what is the second part is the pending bank number. But in my parent code, what is the number we are using it bank account. So that is the reason again copy this one and let us fix the bank number also. Okay, bank account, and in the bottom also bank account number, bank account here also. Okay, now we have done the changes. Let us try to reload the page again. Okay, so whenever you reload the data, first initially you get the 10. Let's create add employee. Let's add RAM 1234 and 1234. Click on save. Let us see. This time RAM is added and 1234 is added and every data is correctly executed, right? There is a mistake also, no problem. But how we identify it? So if there is any data is not populating, that means our child property, this property name is different than the whatever we are using in the table, right? That name is a different. Whenever there is a different, you will not get the property. So now we are able to add it, right? And once we are adding it, do we need to close this form or simply keep it? We want to close it. Once we are able to save it, right? We want to close this form. If you want to close the form, what is the method I can call it? In the parent, simple. In the parent, once you done everything, you can call the set form is equal to false. Whenever you are calling set display is equal to form false, what will happen? Automatically form will be closed. Okay. Let us add Lakshman and bank account 2345 and 3356 something. So whenever we are clicking here, see this is added, automatically form also close. So this is what. Again, whenever you want to add it here, you can open and you can close it. No problem. Okay. Something like this, you can open it. Okay. But sometimes what we want is whenever I open a form, I don't want to see any bottom of the details. I don't want to see any table. I want to see only my form. I don't want to see my table. Okay. I want to see only my form. So if you want to do like this, what we can do, go to your parent component. Here, what is the code you are writing it? You are showing display form and you are writing like this, right? So you should change your code like I'm going to comment here and go to top. Before this return statement, what you can do, you can write a if condition. Okay. If display form is equal to true and you can return the something like this. Whatever the code you have written here, cut it and you add it like a return statement here. So what it is going to do, whenever your form is displayed, you are going to return from here itself. Whenever you are returning there, the bottom of the code will not be executed, so that you are going to display only your form. See, I will click cancel. Now it is there. Whenever I am clicking form, only my form is there. My bottom of the data is not displayed. Okay, something like this you can do it. Sometimes in your project, whenever you are clicking your add, you want to open a side, the bottom data it will be still there, and you will open a sidebar from the left to right like this, and in there you are going to enter your data. That is also simple. You are going to click here, right? So you can make the sidebar component as this how can you do it? This one simple. Position is equal to fixed, right is equal to 0, top is equal to 0, height is equal to 100%, and automatic width is equal to some 200 pixel. Automatically it will come. Okay. And whenever you are hiding it, if you are adding all CSS properties, automatically it will apply. Suppose if you want to try in the dynamic way. Okay. But whenever I reload this data, it will automatically go away. Okay. So this is the property. So first thing, position is equal to fixed. Okay. Right is equal to 0. Okay. Height is equal to 100%. Okay. See, see here. It is occupying the 100%, right? And whenever you are canceling, automatically it will close away. Whenever again you are opening it, it will open from this side. Okay. Since I did not save my styles, again it is showing in the center. So based on your design, you can display this form anyhow. Okay, that is it. So now we are able to save it. Now we are able to save it, right? And now let us go for a next operation. Okay. Suppose we want to delete this row. We want to delete this row, and let us try to do this. If you want to delete any row, first thing what we want to do, you want one button, right? So let us have one button in the last column. Okay. Whatever it is there, let us have one button. Okay. So what is the button name we wanted to delete? Okay. So and we can write a class and btn hyphen outline hyphen danger. Okay. So let us go on to reload the page. So we have this one. Okay. So this is fine. And we can add some margin also left side. So ms hyphen 2. ms-2 space. Okay. So we will have some space also. So whenever you are clicking this delete, first thing we want to remove this one. Okay. If you want to delete any element from the array, what is the method we should use it? If you want to remove first, we can use a shift method. If you want to remove last, pop method. But here I cannot ask user, hey user, go and always delete the first one only. I cannot ask that one. Okay. He can delete anywhere, wherever he likes it. First one, last one, middle one, anywhere. If you want to delete any place, then which method we should use it? Splice method. You understood, right? So in arrays, we'll just know what is the purpose. Here we need to use that purpose. Okay. So whenever in the war, okay, what Arjuna will do, in finally, in the last of the battle, he took out his Brahmastra. Okay. Krishna said, don't use your Brahmastra, just keep it. Okay. So whenever you need that method, you should apply it here. Okay. Yes. Now here we have a need. Now we are going to click it. We need a splice method. Let us try to click on the first. Let us write one on click function. On click is equal to, okay, I can say handle delete emp. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. And now what we want to do, whenever we are going to delete it, first thing we should know to whom we should delete it, right? Yeah. If you go to battlefield, you should know your opponent target where you want to fire. You should not fire our soldiers itself. Okay. So that is the reason. Whichever the row we want to click it here. Now we want to know the index. Which index I am going to remove it here. This index already we know that. See, here we have index, right? So that is the reason here I am going to write a ES6 function. Okay. I am going to write a ES6 function. Why I am writing a ES6 function is I want to pass this index. If you are directly writing like this, index will not pass. So that is the reason I am writing a ES6 function and then I am calling here. Okay. And here I will pass like a index. Now what is this meaning is we are going to call this method with this index. If you know the index, you can identify which person it is directly. Okay. So let us create one method for handle delete. So let's go to the top. Okay. So bottom of this handle save, let us write one function handle delete, and let's click here. Okay. So this delete function is there. If you want to delete any element from an array, what is the thing we can use it? Splice method. Okay. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy same code whichever it is there, or let us try to, we want to call set employees. Okay. And we can take one ES6 argument and we can remove it. Our second approach is we will learn new way. Instead of writing the same way, let us write a new way. So where is our data is available? Inside the employees. So if you see what is the variable name here, employees, correct, right? So that is the reason I am saying first employees dot slice. Okay, so that we are going to create a new array. So in the new array, now which method we should use it? Splice. Earlier this slice is for only copying new array. Okay, or suppose you don't want to do it. We cannot perform any operation directly on the existing thing. That is the reason I am writing a slice. Suppose we don't want to use a slice, but I want to create a copy. So we have one dot 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 right. This is also you can do it. Both approach there. So first we are creating a copy. Here I am going to create a splice method. Okay. So splice, what it will do? It will take three arguments. First argument is which index you want to remove it. Already I know the index. Okay. And how many elements you want to remove it? Only one. Do you want to add any new element? No, no, no. We don't want to add any new element. Okay. Now this is a new array where we want to set our data. Okay. I will copy here and I will add it here in this argument. So this way also you can write it, or you can write a set employees. You can take one ES6 function. Inside the ES6 function also you can write the same code. Okay. But this code is safer than this code. Let us try to do this one. Save it. Okay. So let's clear this one. So now currently we have a 10 elements. Okay. I'm going to delete this 10th element at Trinits 9. Click here. Delete it, right? Okay. You delete anything, whichever you want. It is able to delete it, right? Okay. Suppose you are transferring some amount to your friend. Your account is having 1 crore. Okay, that is fine. And you want to, whenever you are transferring, you are talking to your friend and you are entering like a 1 crore amount. You want to send 10 or 100 rupees only. By mistake, you are entering all the zeros and sending. Okay. If there is no alert, hey, sir, you are entering 1 lakh, then you will alert, okay, I am entering some wrong number, and you will be alert, right? Like this only, whenever you are going to delete any data from your either from server, first you need to alert user. Hey user, you are removing, are you by mistake you are clicked, or you have clicked by wantedly? We want to get. So how many dialogues we have in the JavaScript? Three. Okay, right. What are the three? Alert, prompt, confirm. Now tell me which one we should use it here. Confirm. Correct, right? I want to ask user. If user click OK, then only I will go for a next. Okay. This is like another astra. Okay. Now we need to use that one. Let us try to use this one. Where you should use that code here? Inside this method. Only inside the delete code. Let us write first that method. How to write one confirm dialog? Anybody tell confirm? Okay. So are you sure want to delete it? Okay. Let us try to ask this question. Yes. Are you sure want to ask? This one. Okay. Then it will return one variable, right? We can say window dot confirm. Okay. So like choice. Okay. Okay. Window is an object which is by default available. Okay. Window is a default object which is available. Just we are adding this one just to avoid the error. Okay. So if this choice is okay, true, that means user is clicked okay. If this choice is false, user is not clicked okay. So if you want to write conditional statements, then we'll go for a if else. If you'll say if, okay, if choice, okay. If choice is true, we are going to write this code. We are going to write this code. If choice is false, we no need to do anything because he is clicked cancel. Whenever he click cancel, we don't want to do anything. Okay, that is the reason. Let us click save here. Okay, now let us try to click here. It is asking, are you sure you to delete? By mistake I clicked okay, don't do anything. I'll click on cancel. My data still is there, right? Suppose this time I want to click this user. Yes, I want to delete it. The data is deleted, right? Okay, like this you can ask that prompt. Okay, whenever you are deleting here, we can delete it. Suppose once you deleted and you want to inform to the user, hey user, the information is deleted, now you want to inform, then which dialog we should use it? Alert. This time we want to inform the data to the user. Okay, so where you have the deletion is successful inside here. Okay, here you can write like a alert, user is deleted successfully, something like this. But always you need to click right, we don't want to show this one. Instead of this, we are going to write a tool tips like a toast messages, where it will populate automatically and it will close automatically. We no need to click anything. Okay, we will do that later. Okay, so like this. Now what are the operations we have completed? Add and delete. Okay.